Hello everybody and welcome back to Minecraft 1.19 Let's Play. Alright, so while we were gone, I went ahead and did some mining off camera, got some deep slate, went ahead and ended up getting some iron, some gold, some copper. That was from the spawner that we found the other day, and then some lapis. Went ahead and farmed some trees, got a lot more dark oak as you can see. Got some dark oak going, got some of the birch trees going a little bit. Went ahead and got a little bit more stone, and went ahead and got some leaves. Now if you follow me over here, well, hold on, I will show you this real quick. So if you look here, you see I have 2 leads. Now a lead is a great tool because, let's actually go back and grab one, and I'll show you how it works, just in case you don't know. So with a lead, you can actually go up to an animal and right click it, and you see that attach. Well, when that's attached, you can pull the animal along with you, and all you do is right click, drops lead, you pick the lead back up. That's how I got these 2 guys right here, well, these 3, and this horse. The horse was just kind of in there, so I went ahead and took the horse at the same time. Alright, so what else did I do? Over here, went ahead and got a little farm set up with all those seeds that we have been gathering from the terraforming. And if you come over here, I use the lead to get a couple cows so that we have some cows that we can breed up. Just put them in a little simple fence area for now. I will be expanding on that, but for now it's just a simple fence. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to get some more wood kind of growing here, and then we will head back down to the mines. I have a few things I want to show you guys from the off-camera mining session. Alright, be back in a second. Alright, so before we jump back in, we are going to explore this village today, see if we can get some villagers. But I wanted to show you this block right here. Let me go ahead and break it real quick. This is the stone cutter. Okay, stone cutter is a very useful block. What makes the stone cutter so great is you can actually put in any of your stone items, like your cobbled deep slate, or your stone bricks, cobblestone, so on and so forth. And you can actually go through here and you can cut it into different types of materials. And we're going to go check out this village real quick. Thing about villagers that is really important for us is they offer us certain things that we can't find in a normal, like throughout our normal travels, and I'll show you more of what that is later on. But for now, villagers aren't the smartest mob. Their AI is kind of dumb, to put it nicely. So I'm going to get them to stay in their houses, if at all possible. I can hear them. That you hear. I have a feeling that unfortunately our village population may no longer be existent, which is unfortunate to say the least. Okay, and we're back. Okay, so I came down here mining. If you're playing on Java Edition and you hit the F3, it'll show you your coordinates right where you see X, Y, and Z. If you see, we are at -7, 7 and 87, which doesn't help if you are playing on bedrock, unfortunately. But yeah, while we were down here, we got some more stone, some more gravel, some andesite. Ended up getting some leather, getting rid of that leather armor in lieu of getting some iron and some gold. But I set up some furnaces here. I made a clock, which this is actually very helpful because it shows you what time of day it is. And you can rotate items on an item frame like that. But if you go in here and you click on clock, you will see it's made with 4 golden ingots and a piece of redstone dust. And that's really only helpful if you are on doing like a massive caving expedition just so you don't go up in the middle of the night, or if you have villagers around, which we do. Unfortunately, I didn't take care of them at first. But if you go down here, you'll see this massive form of dripstone. And if we go over here, we can actually see that it goes down a little bit further. But what I found that I thought was so interesting was when we go over here to this side of the dripstone cave entrance, you see that oak right there. Now, I didn't place that oak. That oak is actually part of what is called a mineshaft. Now, these are generated structures inside of Minecraft. They naturally spawn throughout the world, and you usually will find them when you get to Deep Slate area. You can see where I got all that dripstone from. I mean, all that Deep Slate from. I kind of went mining in here, but I wanted to leave this relatively unexplored so that we could look at it on camera. Yeah, in there, that's a whole lot of note. So we're gonna go over here. Okay, and here's one of the first things that I wanted us to find. Alright, so this is, I don't know if they consider them dungeon chests, but you only find them in dungeons and inside of mineshafts in this current formation, because it's in a minecart and it's got the chest inside. And inside, you'll see we found some bread, so we got some more bread. These are the rails. Now these are redstone specific rails, as well as this one. We're not taking the beetroot seeds, unfortunately, but we are going to take the name tag. Now these minecarts can be broken, and as you see, it gives us the minecart and it gives us the beetroot seeds. Now we don't want the beetroot seeds, but they're in our inventory anyways. So. Okay, and we're getting hunted by a zombie. Luckily, skeletons do not have good aim. Oh, don't want to deal with that right now. That is a spawner, and I will explain more about spawners here in a second. I want to grab this iron. We'll place down. Whoa. As you see, we got poisoned, which is one of the less fun side effects of status effects that we can get. But being that it was a spider, that was pretty easy to take care of. And we're gonna light that up so we don't have to deal with that again. Now this is a cave spider spawner. And much like the zombie spawner we found, this will unleash those little cave spiders that we saw. Well, that attacked us. The only difference is cave spiders only spawn in the cave, in the mine shafts. You're not going to find a random cave spider spawner just spawning out there in the middle of nowhere. Now I am going to grab this because this will help us later on with a few things that we're going to do with some string. Because you can use these to set up kind of a trap, kind of like the spiders do, where you can trap mobs and stuff like that, but it's also a trap that can be used on you if used by the cave spiders. So it's kind of a double-edged sword in the fact that it can be used by the player to help the player, but it can also be used by spiders to help them. Alright, so we're going to grab this real quick. Because I didn't notice that my cobble was running so low. Well, that my sword was running so low. And we're going to do this. Make a furnace. Pop the furnace down. Pop the coal in. Pop the iron in. And while we're here, we will go ahead and pop these onto our offhand. Give us a little bit of light. Now, some people make farms from spawners, which I might do with that zombie, but I don't think I'm going to with the cave spider spawner. So we're going to sacrifice it in the name of science. I'm going to show you what happens when you break one of these. So, like any other block, these can be broke, but unfortunately, you don't get anything from it. All you get is that that experience that you heard pop in. Aha, there we go. We found diamonds. And we found a zombie somewhere. But we'll do that. So I can go ahead and explain these. Alright, let me dig out around it real quick and we'll talk about it some more. Because this actually deserves an explanation all on its own. Alright, so this might not look like much, but this is a diamond. This is the end all, or, well, it used to be the end all, be all purpose of going in any kind of mining session was to find this ore right here. And when you break it, you get a single diamond. And you get an advancement for diamonds. Now, diamonds can be used to make many things. Most of the time, people use it for tools. You can make blocks out of it, but on average, people use it for their tools. Because diamond tools are the best in the game, so kind of helps to have them. Let me go ahead and make some more copper blocks real quick. Drop this stack down some. Okay, there we go. Diamond tools are, or at least they used to be, the best tool in the game. They still are a very good tool. They're just not the best anymore. Okay, now we're back. This is something that you don't normally see. Let me just make sure it's not more than 2. But diamonds do have the ability to spawn in regular stone, like these have. That isn't something that happens very often anymore. That was something more for the mechanics back before 118. The best area to mine was different. It was really good to get, mining in what they call your coordinates would be like Y12 was the best place to mine. And that all changed with 118 with the new spawn rules and everything like that. Spiders are getting louder, so they're either under us or beneath us. Ah. Now I am doing this I guess you could say the smart way, because I don't want to have to face these spiders with not knowing how many are there around me. And this is why. This might be where I die. Yep. That'll be fun. Getting back there to get back to those diamonds. Which I need to hurry up and do before they despawn. So we're going to go in there with a sword, broken shield, and some leather armor. Alright. And we're going to get out of here before any more spiders come out to play. Alright, I was actually making my way back and this caught my eye. And as you see here, we've got some red ore blocks. These are actually, let me toss out the string. This is actually redstone, which we got from the spawner earlier. But now we're actually finding it down in the world because we are getting deep enough within the cave generation to find it. What actually caught my eye was this iron, though. Because right now we need as much iron as we can possibly get for our tools and other resources. This is an amethyst geode. Now, let me clear out my inventory of some stuff. Put the gunpowder in there, put the spider eye in there, coal, the oak, and the oak fence. Let me grab this and then I'll show you why amethyst geode is such a great find. Not only are the blocks that come with the geode great building blocks, because you got the basalt, smooth basalt, calcite, but the amethyst blocks themselves are actually a great find. Now, you have to be careful when entering one of these, because they tend to be a little bit more dangerous. Pretty, but dangerous. I'm finding one up in the stone layers. I have not heard of that before. Now we're gonna... There we go. And as you see, we're only going for these ones that look bigger than the rest. And that's because those are the fully formed amethyst clusters. But that sound that it makes is also pretty cool. If you look at our inventory, we've got plenty of iron. We've got plenty of copper blocks. Like, I don't even think all of this would fit in my inventory if I tried to break it all down. We'll get some of this building blocks out of the way. We'll drop this down here, bring that there, put that there. We'll put the bones in. I'll show you guys some mechanics with bone meal here soon. Go ahead and put the fish up. What else can we put up? We can put up this bucket, but we'll put that in here for now. We'll put up the redstone, we'll put up the emeralds, and we'll put the rails in here. And the wood can go back where it belongs. Melon seeds. We'll start farming some melons. We'll put the gold up. And we'll put the amethyst in here. Well, we'll keep at least one piece out because there's something really cool I want to show you guys. Alright, so we went ahead and crafted a blast furnace, which a blast furnace can be made with, let me see if I can find it in the GUI real quick. Be made with a furnace, 5 iron ingots, and 3 pieces of smooth stone. You get smooth stone from taking 3 pieces of stone, popping them into a furnace. Let me go ahead and grab some of my coal from these furnaces, though. Won't need these much longer after we get started with the blast furnace. We will pop this down. We will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab that. We'll grab 8 cobblestone. And you put the cobblestone like this to make a furnace. You put the furnace in the center. Grab the 3 smooth stone. And there you go. You got 2 blast furnaces. Now the blast furnace is pretty cool because the blast furnace has one main function. We're going to get rid of this banner real quick. We'll pop this there. And we'll take this and go right here. So these actually have one main function, and that's to smelt items really fast. I will pop these 2 iron in there, and we'll just kind of see that's already at 2, and that one's just now getting 1. So blast furnace works really good for smelting a lot of items in a short amount of time. Let's go ahead and break down some of these copper blocks. And we're going to need that because, as you can see, I can't even hold all the iron that I have. But we're going to take care of that real quick. I'm going to pop this in here. Grab me 3 iron. And we'll actually put this in here. Grab us 2 pieces of wood. Make us some sticks. And another little thing that you can do is you can combine your items and get a little bit more out of them. We're going to go ahead and break that. Don't worry, we'll be coming back to all this stuff here in a second. So we're going to set this up. Show you a nice little thing that you can make. We're going to set this up on 1 block higher. I'm going to come over here and grab the stuff that I dropped off. Alright, now, one little thing that you can make, and this always helps to have kind of a round. We'll grab 2, 3, 4. We'll craft those up. And then we'll get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to go here, and you put these like this. We're just going to go ahead and make 2 since we need 2. And you put a chest in the center. That gives you a hopper. Now the hopper has some fun features that I'll actually be showing you in a second. Let me just make some more chests. Alright, so what is good about a hopper is a hopper has a very specific function. Its function is to move items. So you see how we have this set up. We got a chest, a hopper, blast furnace, hopper, chest. So what happens is Where did I put all of that? Oh, it's in my offhand. We put that coal in here, and we go up here. And as you can see, the blast furnace is already starting to work. What that does is it gives us a chance to kind of automate our smelting a little bit. As you can see, they're going in here, and then they're coming out here, but they're going through the hopper first. You might be able to see it for just a second as it goes through. So what it does essentially is takes the items out of the chest, put them into this hopper, then down into the blast furnace, then down into this hopper, and then into our chest, automating our smelting a little bit, making it a little bit easier to smelt large quantities of items in a short period of time. We'll compost this real quick. And good. I can show you another property of bone meal. You can take the bone meal, put it in your crafting bench, and you get white dye. Now, white dye is good for dyeing anything that can be dyed with into a color, such as different wools. I believe I showed in my first episode when I dyed this into a red bed instead of a white bed. But it can be done with different types of wools and everything else as well. And the best thing about wheat with the animals that we have is when you get the wheat going, you can have a nice little farm going. I hope you enjoyed this little expedition into the mechanics of different farming aspects as well as some caving, finding our first diamonds, which definitely is a good thing. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. Thank you and